This lawn, if you remember, used to go all the way up to the side of the auto shop. This is just 2 layers of cardboard, which we sourced for free from a liquor store over the course of a year and a half, and mulch, which we acquired both free and at times for a very small fee. But it's that easy. Cardboard and mulch. Ooh, hey. Chickens love it too. Chickens kick around in this mulch all day.
Oh, I tried to look at it for a second without my glasses.
Why?
Because I wanted to see how bright it was.
So you can't, so really, see how bright it is? So really, in the olden days, people didn't really look at it because it's so bright. How did they even know it happened, really, if you think about it?
I mean, this is really weird. What do you think they thought this was?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, when you look, you go, oh, there's the sun, you go on.
Yeah, a tornado. Look at this. Look at this tree. Oh, I shouldn't touch it. I like the furry.
Wow. That's what your old lady whiskers are gonna look like. Here's where we're at with the automatic watering system. So this configuration is what I've landed on, and it works really well. I had to change a few things up. I added a funnel over here to catch all the overflow water, because I actually ended up needing a larger percentage of the water than I thought I would. So this catches everything that doesn't catch, and this just feeds it right into the same bucket. I'm not as worried about filtering out the small particles. Really the large particulate is the only thing that I have to deal with. And this funnel has a built-in, I don't know if you can see it because I can't see what's on screen, but hopefully you can see the particulate filter in the bottom. It's actually smaller than this one, but both of them do essentially what I need them to do, as well as a particulate filter on the drain here. So everything else that makes it in there, the chickens don't care. They don't care, and I just wash this thing out every once in a while. But yeah, so, I mean, let's see, we had 2 rainy days last week and this bucket is full. And then it goes through that green hose. Let me show you the inside. Hi, it's kind of you to show up. The bucket feeder's working great. Super simple design. The girls love it. Thanks for coming to demo, girls. So here's the green hose, there's the water bucket, runs down through here, and it fills this PVC pipe, and then these, all the hens have to do is manipulate this little metal nipple, and it squirts water. It's super simple, and they figured it out on their own. I didn't even have to show them, which is weird because chickens don't have nipples, so they don't have like the inborn desire to bite them. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all animal life loves nipples. But they figured it out. My cat has even been drinking from it. I just finished a possum relocation. I don't typically relocate possums because I like possums. I relocate raccoons because raccoons are a physical danger. They predate upon my chickens. So the raccoons, I love them, I never injure them, but I do trap them and I let them go about 15-20 miles away on my grandma's farm. She loves watching them. But I leave the possums on my farm because they aren't a direct threat to the chickens. They will eat the eggs if they get into the coop, but that's my job to make sure they don't get into the coop. And they do eat ticks, so I'm a big fan of possums. However, this specific possum discovered Baby Boy's cat door, so he's been letting himself in and out and eating the cat food. So it was time to go. So I set a trap last night and I caught it. It's a non-violent box trap. Just a flap falls down and traps it in a box. So I trapped it. I got up in the middle of the night last night to check the trap and he was already in there. So I acquainted myself with this possum fellow and noticed possums are actually super cool. They will look you in the eye. They're calm. They don't hiss and snarl and try to attack you like raccoons do. Possums are pretty chill guys. So I chatted with this possum, and he had a really bad injury. His side had been ripped open. The muscle tissue and the subcutaneous fat and everything was intact. It was really just a flesh wound, but he had a pretty big flap of skin missing off of his ribs, probably about the size of a dollar bill. He must have gotten attacked by something that got a hold of him, but he got away. And the edges of the wound have started to heal. And I'm fascinated by how durable possums are and how much they can endure. This is not the first time. I once saw an old male possum who was sheltering on the front porch from a thunderstorm, and the entire top of his head had been removed, exposing his skull like a little bald head. And the skin had healed all the way around the edges of the bone, and so he just had like a permanent hard skull cap, and he was trucking along just fine. I saw him over the course of about 2 years when I lived in Tulsa. So possums are freaking tough. They're cool dudes and ladies. All possums are cool. I like them. But when they discover the cat door, they have to be relocated. This is a strange piece of geometry that I built out of spare wood cutoffs and popsicle sticks. It inhabits the upper corner of this bathroom. It catches and stops the door before the knob can hit the other door. And it hides a bunch of really ugly, bad conduit jointing. Other than that, I don't know what it does. I'm gonna spackle it smooth and paint it so it blends in with the wall. I guess it will act as a sound baffle. But there it is, it lives there forever now. Please ignore my dirty workstation. But here I am on my office. Check it out. There's a shutter, so I can look down, see who's coming upstairs. And right here, I've been using fence cutoffs for the back of what will be a lounge seat. See the angle? So I'll be able to sit up there, lean my back against that, and read or play on my laptop or whatever. Here's the back side. Check out my awesome framing. And here we are outside, so I can show you my fence and gates. I'm in the process. I've got 6 of these gates. I built a fence all the way around the yard, and I mean all the way around. There's even a second layer of fence beyond that, and there will be a third. There will be 3 concentric rings of fence. So we can control the flow of animals from pin to pin, pasture to yard, whatever. It'll all make sense eventually. But I've got 6 of these things all the way around, and I'm building these little gate doors. There you can see another one down here. And then around the corner, I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here, but I've got a couple built over there in further states of completion. I'm doing this like assembly line style. I'm just doing one thing 6 times and then rinse and repeat. It's easier that way. There, now you're caught up. I got stuff to do. I'll talk to you later. We're gonna end on this because a truck bed with lumber in it is one of my favorite things nowadays. Just infinite possibility.